Dear students, in this video, we are going to discuss Cartesian sign convention for lenses. So, right now, you can see a convex lens in front of you. Here it could be a concave lens also. The sign conventions are absolutely the same for both of them. See, sign conventions are very important when we are locating an image. See, we know that whether it is a mirror or a lens, both of them are capable of forming the images of the object. Okay, and the position of the image formed exactly is specified from the position of the object. So, right now you can see a convex lens in front of you. This is the principal axis and this is the aperture of the lens, and this is optical center, C. So, convention number one says that the principal axis is always taken along the x-axis. Okay, and in case of mirrors, you used to take pole as the origin. Here, optical center C will be taken as origin. If you remember, you discussed convex mirror and then we discussed concave mirror also. So this was the pole of the mirror, which is the center of the mirror. If you remember it well, this pole was taken as the origin of the mirror. We used to find out all the distances with respect to this pole. We started measuring from this pole only. But when we are dealing with lenses, we have to start our measurement from optical center. Whether you are moving to the left of the optical center, to the right of the optical center, ये सब आपको यहाँ पर notice करना होगा. Okay? So, one more thing. Here also, the object is taken to the left side of the lens. Light is incident on the lens from the left hand side, from here. Okay? The distances that are measured in the direction of incident light are taken as positive distances. The distances that are measured opposite to the direction of incident light are taken as negative distances. Suppose आपने object यहाँ रखा है and image is formed over here. Okay, so the object must be sending out light rays in this direction. And if you want to measure object distance, तो ऑब्जेक्ट डिस्टेंस पहली बात तो आप ऑप्टिकल सेंटर से मेजर करोगे, बिकॉज ऑप्टिकल सेंटर इज द ओरिजिन. So when you are measuring the distance from the optical center, don't you think you would have to move in this direction, because you would have to start your journey from optical center and you would have to move in this direction, and this direction is exactly the opposite direction as that of the principal as that of the incident ray. So this means this time object distance is taken as negative. And if image is formed over here, so to measure the distance of image from the lens, you would have to start all over again from optical center. But when you are measuring the distance from the optical center, you are moving in this direction to measure the image distance. But don't you think that this is the direction of incident ray only? ये वही direction है. So in this case, image distance will be a positive one. So you have to keep this sign convention in mind, that whenever we are measuring some distance, we have to measure it from the optical center. In case if we are moving in that direction which is opposite to the direction of incident ray, then don't forget to take the distances as negative distances. But in case if we are measuring some distance which is exactly in the same direction as that of the direction of incident ray, then the distance would be taken as a positive distance. So these things we need to keep in mind. These are the sign conventions. And if the object is kept like this, see, this is the height of the object above the principal axis. In case if the image formed is inverted one, see, this height which is measured above the principal axis is always taken positive. But if the image formed is inverted, then don't you think that inverted image will be formed like this? And to measure it, you will have to go below the principal axis. So this time image formed will be measured below the principal axis, and the height will be taken as negative. So the heights measured above the principal axis are taken positive, and the heights measured below the principal axis are taken as negative. So almost the sign conventions are same as that we had studied in mirrors, except for few differences. First of all, we are not having a smooth, well polished surface here. We are just having glass. Okay. And the next is, in case of mirrors, we used to measure the distances from pole, but here we have some optical center from where we measure the distances. And then we will be studying lens formula. See, the proof of lens formula is not there in your syllabus. Just the formula you have to memorize. The formula says that 1 by V minus 1 by U is equals to 1 by F. Here V refers to the image distance. See, image could be formed anywhere. So image distance from optical center is of course different from object distance from the optical center. So V is different from U. So U and V are different terms. So lens formula says that 1 by V minus 1 by U is equals to 1 by F. V is image distance, U is object distance, and small f is focal length. Okay, so this thing we should keep in mind. But compare it with mirror formula. Mirror formula was 1 by V plus 1 by U. There it was a plus sign over there. Fine, equals to 1 by F. Now we will be discussing magnification. Still, magnification has the same meaning in case of lenses also. Magnification talks whether the image formed is a diminished one, enlarged one, or is it of the same size as that of the object. So magnification talks about size of image divided by size of object. बिल्कुल वैसा ही होगा, सेम होगा. Okay, H2 by H1, except for the fact that in case of mirrors it was minus V by U also. Magnification had two formulae in case of mirrors, H2 by H1 and minus V by U. Here it will have a formula H2 by H1 and V by U. Here negative sign would be converted to positive in case of lenses. So these things you would have to memorize. So लेंस के केसेस में नेगेटिव साइन जो है वो लेंस फॉर्मूला में अपीयर होता है एंड मिरर फॉर्मूला में पॉजिटिव साइन. मिरर की मैग्निफिकेशन के केस में नेगेटिव साइन अपीयर होता है, बट लेंस का मैग्निफिकेशन में इट इज़ अ पॉजिटिव साइन. So these things you need to keep in mind. That this is magnification. Also, we need to discuss whether the magnification will be greater than 1 or lesser than 1 over here. See, I discussed two cases of concave lenses with you. In both those cases, what you were seeing that the image formed was a diminished image. So if it was a diminished image, so magnification equals to H2 by H1. This will be lesser than 1. See, for concave lens, I discussed two cases. Case number 1, when the object was lying anywhere between optical center and infinity. Case number 2, when the object was appearing, it was coming from infinity. The light rays were coming from infinity. So these were the two cases that were discussed with you people. So in both those cases, the image formed was diminished image. If it was a diminished image, height of the image would be lesser than the height of the object, isn't it? Take this h1 over here. See, first of all, if h2 is less than h1, can't you write h1 as h1 into 1? It would not make any difference. Take this h1 over here. Since this is getting multiplied to 1 over here it will get divided. So it will be h2 by h1 is less than 1. But h2 by h1 is equals to m, which is magnification, linear magnification. So m is less than 1 because this stuff is equal to m. So this happens for a concave lens. For a concave lens, magnification is lesser than 1. This thing you need to keep in mind. Also, compare the cases of mirrors also. So what used to happen in concave mirror, what used to happen in convex lens, these things also you need to keep in mind. Now case number 2. In case of a convex mirror, okay, so in case of a convex lens rather I should say, convex lens, we people discussed many cases. If you don't remember them, I would suggest you to see the video where I discussed image formation by convex lens. If you will see that video of image formation by convex lens, what you will figure out that there were many cases where you saw that in some of the cases the image formed was diminished image. In some cases, image formed was exactly equal in size as that of the object. In the other cases, what did you see? That the image was pretty virtual and that's why it was enlarged also. Okay, so in convex lens, all the three things can happen. Image virtual और enlarged भी बन सकती है, diminished भी बन सकती है और same size का भी बन सकता है. Depend करता है कि आपने object को कहाँ रखा है. Okay, so that was in the case of convex lens. So suppose if there is some case where image is diminished, so in that case h2 will be less than h1. That means size of the height of the image would be less than the height of the object. In that case magnification will be less than 1. I have explained you this, how will this happen. And when they both are equal, then m is equal to h2 by h1. So if they both are equal, in place of h2 you can write h1 also, and h1 will cancel out h1, and that's why m will be equal to 1. So जब तो object size and image sizes are equal, so magnification will be equal to 1 in that case. But in case if the image formed is enlarged as compared to the object, so h2 will be greater than h1. Okay, so h1 can be written as h1 into 1. Take this h1 over here. h2 by h1 is greater than 1. This means magnification is greater than 1. So in case of a convex lens, all the three cases are possible. Magnification can be lesser than 1 in one case, magnification can be equal to 1 in the other case, or magnification can be greater than 1 in the other case. So in convex lens, all the cases are possible.